there are more than 230 million Muslims living in India, and our forefathers rejected the two-nation theory. Can Pakistan tell the world why are they shooting at the Iranian checkpost? Pakistani deep state, the Pakistani ISI, the Pakistani military, their aim and objective is to always create problems in India, to destabilize India in any way, whatever. And they have been sponsoring, they have been promoting, they have been training terrorists inside their own country. Well, Pakistan conveniently forgets that there are more than 230 million Muslims living in India, and our forefathers rejected the two-nation theory. We rejected the two-nation theory proposed by Mr. Jinnah, and we accepted India as our country, and will continue to stay here. Pakistan wants to divide India on the lines of religion. It wants to create more friction between Indian Muslims and Hindus and other communities over here. And when Pakistan talks about two-nation theory, why is it that they are bombing Afghanistan border post? When they talk about two-nation theory, why are they bombing the Iranian border post? Why are they killing the Baluchis who are also Muslims? The Afghanis are Muslims. The Iranians are Muslims. The Baluchis are their own nationals who are Muslims. So it is the deep state of Pakistan which only uses Islam as a facade to cover up all their illegal activities, to cover up their promotion of terrorism. And this is what they have been doing it from last 75 years against India.
Sir, Osama bin Laden was found in Pakistan. Why is the Western support not realize the true faces of Pakistan and continuing clear funds from the IMF?
Osama bin Laden was found taking shelter in a military area, and he was given covert support. He was given all the support, all the help by the military establishment of Pakistan. It is for the Western world to realize that Pakistan is a failed state. It is high time that not only Western world but every senior nation in this world should rise up and ensure that the nuclear bombs which the Pakistans possess, that should be disarmed. They are a threat to the whole humankind. They have been using terrorism to destabilize India. 26/11 happened in Mumbai. The Indian investigating agencies went to Pakistan, gave them all the proof against the involvement of LET and how they were trained by the ISI and the Pakistan military. They didn't proceed. But once Pakistan was brought in the grey list of FATF, all those criminal trials started to proceed. Pathankot, in our Air Force base, the terrorists trained in Pakistan came and attacked in Indian Air Force station. In fact, this government took a wrong decision of even inviting the ISI to check. They came and checked, nothing happened. So Pakistan is hell-bent on destabilizing a country which has a population of 133 crores. That you must remember, a country which has the 5th largest economy in the world. How can the world sit quiet and allow this thing to happen? And it is very unfortunate that the IMF has sanctioned a loan of $1 billion. I would call it a loan to the militant organization over there. Very unfortunate that the US, Canada and Germany have kept quiet, when they know for a fact that it is Pakistan which is promoting, financing terrorism against India. And this money, you mark my words, will never be used to eradicate poverty, to ensure that the polio rates in Pakistan come down. It will never be used for women empowerment in Pakistan of education. This will be used only, to promote terrorist activities against India. That is most unfortunate.
Sir, after Operation Sindhu, you have called for a complete destruction of the terror infrastructure in Pakistan. Can you elaborate it?
Yes, the Pakistani deep state, the Pakistani ISI, the Pakistani military, Their aim and objective is to always create problems in India, to destabilize India in any way, whatever. And they have been sponsoring, they have been promoting, they have been training terrorists inside their own country. And there are various satellised images as well which can prove this. So it is high time that these terrorist camps, these terrorist organizations, despite they being banned by US, for example, for your viewers to understand, when India bombed in Bahawalpur, and a terrorist organization head office, which was a shelter to train people in arms, the terrorists who were killed over there, their last namaz, the janaza namaz, was performed by a person who is a designated terrorist in US, Hafiz Abdul Rauf. Why can't the world see this? And behind, in that prayer, all Pakistani army people were standing, personnel were standing wearing army dress. So we as a country, how long can we take this? How long can long can we allow Pakistan to come inside our country and kill people? And the most unfortunate incident of Pahalgam, the world should realize and see that if tourists go there to have a good holiday, these terrorists who came from Pakistan, they separate the families, they separate women and children, and then they ask the male person whether they can recite the kalema. If they cannot recite the holy kalema, they were shot dead in front of their families. You know, can anyone imagine the pain, the scar which this whole families will carry to the rest of their life? So it is high time that this terrorism sponsoring by Pakistan should come to an end. Full stop. There should be full stop to it.
Sir, India is targeting terror bases in Pakistan, while Pakistan is attacking civilians target in Jammu and other areas. What does this say?
The Poonch, which is a border village, due to Pakistani army shelling, 16 people have lost their lives. And in that 16, there were 4 small children whose ages were less than 10 years. An imam of a masjid, Maulana, was killed in that firing. A Sikh Gurdwara was damaged. Their complete houses were damaged. People were lying injured on the roads. Now, one additional deputy collector, a civil servant, was assassinated in Rajouri. You know, you are sending drones which are killing common people. They have damaged a hospital in Srinagar, a hospital in Jammu. This is what Pakistan has always been doing, and this is what Pakistan will continue to do.
Would you say that all religion in India are united and fighting the common enemy, which is Pakistan?
Definitely. This time around, the unity and the unanimity I'm seeing in our country against Pakistan-sponsored terrorism is tremendous. And all the tricks and all the deviousness which Pakistan possesses, which are trying to create differences, it will not work this time around. The country is united in ensuring that we must put an end to this Pakistan-sponsored terrorism in India.
Do you agree with the PM Modi's decision to eliminate terror at any cost?
Well, it is a challenge for our country. The country is headed by a prime minister, but we have to save the country. We have to save the people living in our country. We have to save children, women, everyone, the farmers. So it is high time that we put an end to this Pakistan-sponsored terrorism.
Western world has been reluctant to call Pahalgam attack as a terror attack. Your views?
This is most unfortunate. I mean, I'm perplexed, I'm shocked that how can you use words as militants or gunmen? These are people who came into India and they only shot people who were not Muslims. What would you call them? If a terrorist comes and asks you what is your religion, can you recite the holy kalima, which is an assertion of our faith, and they kill in the name of religion? So they are terrorists only. How can you have two rules? If something happens in their country, you call it a terror sponsored or a terrorist attack, but why not Pahalgam?
Sir, Pakistan has named its operation against India Hunayn al-Massouz, a team with deep religious connections.
See, they have used a Quranic verse of Surah Saf. That is, they have used verse number 4. But they have conveniently forgotten what in that same chapter, verse number 2 says, O believers, why do you say what you do not do? And then the verse which they have used in Quran, that is that you should unify and stand as a concrete structure. Can Pakistan tell the world, why are they shooting at the Iranian checkpost? Why are they shooting at the Afghani checkpost? And why did they shoot the Bengalis in East Pakistan? Where was this word, Bunyanan Marsusan? Have they forgotten what they did in Bangladesh? Have they forgotten what they are doing to the Baluchis? Don't they remember Bunyanun Marsusan when you are shooting your own Baluchis over there? So it is really despicable that you use a verse of Quran of a particular chapter and you forget when Allah is saying how despicable it is the sight of Allah that you say what you do not do. This in itself is a clear proof of the hypocrisy which is practiced by the Pakistani army.